Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? I am in a lovely spot outside the library. And the sun is shining. My glasses have turned to sunglasses, but it's gorgeous out. And if you can get outside and enjoy the sun, I hope that you will have that chance. I'm Miss Carol, and we are here for Can You Picture This? This is going to be where I need your help in figuring out what our clues are trying to tell us. Can you help me guess? I know that you've been able to guess in the past and it's been super helpful. Are you ready? I'm going to show you our first clue. What do you see here? What do you see? These are balls, different colors. And they kind of look as if they're tennis balls. And certainly you could play tennis with them, I'm sure. I just don't know if they are specifically tennis balls. You could also play any other game with them. Sometimes it's fun just to juggle or to bounce and catch them or bounce them back and forth to your friends. I wonder if we're going to have some sort of a game where we're playing outside. That sounds like fun. And it's a beautiful day today. So today would be a great day to play something outside. So our first clue are these balls. Can you think of what types of games you could play? Have you ever played the game Foursquare? Usually it's with a bigger ball, but I'm sure you could try it with this one, where you have 4 squares drawn on the ground, sometimes in chalk, and you have to bounce it in the other squares. That sounds like fun. You can actually throw this against the wall and catch it. Of course, you could play tennis and just practice hitting it. Our first clue are these balls. All right, let's see. Here's my next clue. What do you see there? It almost looks like a big pillow, which I would love to be laying out in the sun right now. And you can tell I'm outside because you can probably hear the train, which is going by right down by the Newburgh waterfront. Or you hear the birds chirping, which is my favorite thing. I love that. So let's see. Some sort of a big pillow or something you could lay on. Maybe we're going camping? Or, maybe it's a cushion. A cushion so that when you go to a baseball game or you go to watch a tennis match and you're outside, sometimes the seats are really hard and you bring a cushion to sit on since you're going to be sitting outside for a while. Do you think that's what it could be? Do you think it's a camping bed mat or a bedroll, they call it? Someplace where you can comfortably sleep? Looks pretty comfy to me. Okay, we're going to need to put our thinking caps on. We need to be sleuths. You know what that means? That means we need to be thinking about and trying to figure out what this might be. You have the balls and some sort of a pillow cushion thing. What would this be? Let me show you something else. Are you ready? Wow. Do you hear that bird? It's really cool. All right, so look here. This looks almost like a belt. Or could it be a tug of war rope? It doesn't really look kind of like a rope, but well, it seems to have a handle on this side, so that would be helpful for whoever was pulling on that side, because the person who is at the end really has to dig in their feet and pull, right? And have you ever played tug of war? If you've ever played it, you can hear the people yelling, "Pull!" But I don't know. There's no hand loop on this side. This looks like a clip. I wonder, or a clasp. What would that connect to? Well, this is a 2-part clue. I have something else to show you. What does that look like here? Let me move it back. You can see it a little bit better. This does look like a belt. And could it be a bracelet? It looks pretty small. And then here was a charm. So is it a charm bracelet? I don't know. I don't, It could be. It does look like this is in the shape of what? What is that charm in the shape of? Is that a bone? Kind of. And then I see almost a print right here by my finger. What is that? Huh. So, if we were going to play ball, one of the things we could do with our ball is to throw it, and our friends could catch it and maybe throw it back to us. But what if what we're trying to guess doesn't actually throw anything back? They just maybe went and got the ball. They could bring it back to us. And this, what if this were really big, like really big? Maybe something could sleep in there, like we said. Would it be something that we need this thing if we're going to have them outside, or if we're going to be walking, and this would help to identify them so we would know that they belong to somebody? Could this be a collar and a leash? Wait a minute. Let's see, I have a sound clue for you, and I'm going to play this so that you can help me. Are you ready? What is this sound? Here it comes, besides the birds. Ready? What is that? Do you know what that is? Are we talking about a dog? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know most of the dogs, I don't know if it's one way or another, but with a ball it doesn't matter. If you throw the ball, will a dog usually go and get it and then bring it back to you? So it's a game? Yes. And when they go to sleep, if they're lucky, they have a beautiful dog bed. Do you have a bed or a special place where your dog sleeps? Now, I have cats. I have had dogs in the past. My cats, they do have some cat beds, but you know what? A lot of times they just sleep wherever they want. They'll sleep in a chair, or they'll sleep in a box, a regular, like a shoe box or something. And if this is our dog, especially where we live in the city, you need to have a leash when you walk them. This will make sure they don't run away, but it also makes sure that they can't really run up to another person or another animal. And this helps for us to know if they get lost, who they belong to. And sometimes you have tags that you can put on there saying that your dog has gotten all of their shots and is healthy and is safe, right? So, all right, let's listen to this again. You ready? Listen to that guy. That dog looks like this. Isn't he cute? It's a little pug. And when he gets bigger, I bet you his bark will change. So let's see our next dog. Are you ready? Here we go. So that next dog is a bigger dog. You can hear it in his barking. This is what that dog sounds like. Don't you just want to pet him? He seems very pleasant. And then We have one more. Did you have a dog like that? Look at my little dog. So dogs come in all shapes and sizes, all colors. They make great pets, right? You can play with them. You can just snuggle up and hang out with them. And something that I want to tell you, we have therapy dogs that you can read to. And I know a lot of you have done that. You would come to our tail wagging tutors where you can read to our therapy dogs. Miss Bonnie has a wonderful program, and some of our other librarians have been able to help with that as well. That is something we can't wait to get back. So we do have tail wagging tutors. You can read to a dog, and sometimes that helps to improve your reading because a dog never tells you you are saying a word wrong. They just listen. Called If Dogs Could Talk by Kirk Mann. If dogs could talk, I think our dog would have a lot to say. He'd probably tell my little brother, sit, and now just stay. He'd probably tell my sister, how about an ice cream cone? He'd probably tell my mother, please go get me a big bone. He'd probably tell my father, make a left turn up ahead. He'd probably tell me, kid, tonight I'm sleeping in your bed. I like that. Does your dog sleep with you? Some dogs do. Some dogs are too big to sleep in the bed. Some dogs are teeny tiny and they can. Dogs! Oh my goodness, this was so much fun. Hi, my friends. I wanted to leave you with a couple of books about dogs. I always like to share some of the books that you can take out of the library. So this is a book called Pug and Doug, and it is by Steve Breen. And you can check this out if you want to. And this is called My Pet Wants a Pet. There's a dog and there's a cat. There's a little bird. My pet wants a pet. They're at a pet shop. I forgot to tell you, this is by Elise Broach and illustrated by Eric Barkley. That's our My Pet Wants a Pet. So this is called Amazing Dogs. It's by Laura Buller. And basically, this is going to tell us about dogs who do amazing things. Here, we have a dog that helps to round up the cattle. And here we have dogs that pull a sled, called sled dogs. That's really interesting. And this is a book about how to care for your dog. How would you take care of your dog? That's an important thing to know. And this is by Derek Zobel. And these are all books that you can find right here in our library. And so many others. Paw Patrol and different. Snoopy is a dog. Did you know that? So if you want to read about Snoopy, or when I was a kid, it was Benji. There are so many stories about dogs because dogs are just super cool. Let us know if you'd like to take out any of those books. Plus, you can come in now, and so you can look around for dog books yourself. It was really good to see you. I hope you had fun. Thank you so much for your help. Have a great day. Bye now.